What's up guys, this is Junfred and we are the Group 4. And for today's video, we will talk about what is an event moderator. So, an event moderator is the master of ceremony of the event, which means that he or she is the one responsible on making sure that the speaker will do the best and the audience will get the most out of the session. So what are the duties of an event moderator? Number 1. A moderator lively introduces the speaker. Number 2. He or she also makes sure that the speaker will stick to the time and ask questions to the speaker as well as to the audience at the same time. And lastly, number 3. A moderator is the connection between the different talks. There are two types of moderator. There are those that are the host of the entire event, which is the event moderator itself. They have the largest part responsibility for the success of a conference or an event. The other one is the panel or session moderators. They are only responsible for a specific session. Even though they have less work, it doesn't make them less important because they can still make or break an event.
I want to ask you that, have you noticed how many people change their careers and professions? Change of hearts and minds? There's a lot, right? Because reality is full of surprises and it might happen to us too. We don't know what will happen in the future. Maybe some of us will not be really working in the hotel or in a restaurant, or working as a news anchor, a lecturer, or an event moderator. So our topic is on how to be a good event moderator. Being a good or even great moderator isn't easy. If you do it right, it's a lot of hard work. You need to do certain things well, and we call it a moderating skills. First is you need to be prepared, because nothing beats preparation. You wouldn't want to go to a battle without knowing your purpose or your goal, right? So the simplest thing to do is to know your audiences. You need to know who you are dealing with, who are the speakers, and what are their topics all about. Second, research. After knowing their topics, and if you are not knowledgeable enough about it, then do a research. Moderators should understand the purpose of the study and the topic, because moderators guide the discussion, deciding where more information is needed and when to move on, because information should be useful to the audiences.
Make the speaker as the center of attention. As a moderator, you are not the center of attention, the speaker are. The best moderator knows how to take a step back. Shut up when needed. Always be aware of the fact that you should keep what you say as short as possible. Summarize what the speaker said, ask short question, and repeat the question from the audience. That's it. Get in touch with the speaker. As a good event moderator, you should get in touch with the speaker before the talk. But do it one at a time. First, ask them about their talk, what they want to discuss, and the most important outcomes of their talks are. Then summarize it all in one email to all the speakers. See if there is any overlap and suggest changes if needed.
Another thing that we have to consider in being a good moderator is paying attention. Paying attention is really a must. And as a moderator, you are not the speaker, but the host. So the spotlight is not on you, but on the speakers. And your role is to listen more and talk less. And also by paying attention, it will help you stay on track and connect the dots and not miss out things that have possible questions that you can ask to the speakers, and also to make the conversation have a good flow. The next thing is to ask the right questions. moderator has the tendency of asking questions that are too broad or too difficult for the audience to understand or relate. So in order for us to have the idea of having the right questions, we can also ask the audience what are their questions that are relevant to the conversation. Nevertheless, our goal is to let the audience relate and understand the topic of conversation. And finally, the last thing is to be a host. As a moderator, you are like the driver of a car. You have the power to maneuver where the conversation leads to. Although you have the power, you also have the responsibility of considering the time being consumed in every topic of conversation, and also securing that both the speakers and the audience are having a great time and are satisfied of the conversation.
Hi, I'm Annalena Llanes. In conclusion, being a good event moderator isn't easy. You need to have an appropriate attitude and behavior for that. Even though others think and say that they can wing it or it's just a piece of cake for them, the good ones need a lot of time. But it's worth it. In the end, people will go away with a lot more than if the moderator doesn't do their job. To answer the question how to be a good moderator at a conference, practically need to have the right moderation skills. But most important, you need to make it work. Remember, a moderator is the one who keeps it together. Thank you.